Hey there, amazing Pisces. Hope you are doing well, fam. We are checking on in for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. If we haven't met, I am Jamie. Welcome to our new friends, and a big hug, thank you, appreciation to all our returning viewers and subscribers. I really appreciate your comments and you sharing your experience here and just, where things are at for you. So if you haven't subscribed yet or want to like, that is awesome. It helps support the channel and allows us to reach more people, and importantly allows us to connect. As I said, I do appreciate connecting with you all here. So let's get started and see what is going down. We do have this new moon, lunar eclipse happening. Maybe there's something with the new moon that's coming in on next. So it's a pretty intense ride for some of us who really, feel it. If you're wondering why you're feeling what you're feeling, this could be it, Something is happening, but I think it's an important time too not to make rash decisions in the height of this, okay? Because there might be a lot of feelings, a lot of things stirring up. So let's check in, loves. I can tell you, I've been feeling it. Today was an intense day. Yesterday was actually really hard. I just didn't want to, spend too much time with anyone. I needed to just be me and on my own kind of thing. Today, just a lot of feelings happening and thoughts and expression. So let's see what's going on and how we can support you. Feel welcome to share in the comments below if you're already feeling this lunar eclipse energy, and even, what's coming up for you right now. So checking on in, we're going to have a look at the overall energy. We're going to dive in on what this journey is, what this story is that's coming in right now, and how we can support your journey, Pisces. So we've got bring love into the situation. Nothing is yet set in stone. Yeah, so I feel like there might be things that are a little bit rocky right now. Wow. These cards seem to be a little familiar to this week's earlier readings or clarifications. So this is just showing, whatever's happening here. I feel like if you're butting heads with someone maybe, or things are a bit tense, I feel like it isn't going to stay where it's at. There's something that's going to happen in the mix of things. How can you come back into love, compassion, firstly to self and then to others, Pisces, is kind of what's showing up here. But also recognizing it's kind of like when we're, feeling down, feeling sad about something, it's a temporary thing. Okay, so just remember that whatever you're feeling right now, it's a temporary thing. It's not necessarily going to stay, going to last. Things progress, things, heal, things open, our perspective changes, subject to the work that we're doing. But I just feel like there's something here that's quite powerful for you. Just things that you might learn deeper and more so about yourself and maybe those around you. But it may not be obvious right now, especially if you're in the thick of feeling a lot of things. I just feel like there might be things that are a little bit rocky, as we can see here, that is going to smooth out because we're seeing this new moon in Libra. So when I'm saying this newness, these are things that I think that you've been wanting to manifest, things that you want to enter into your life. Maybe you haven't seen it. Maybe there's been some troubles. But what I feel is happening is something is balancing out, whether this is new, connection, new energy in your life, or there's revitalized energy in a connection or a situation, whatever the dynamic is. Just to note as well, this lunar eclipse is really about the introspective side of us, the inner self, the inner experience, and taking, just feeling and connecting to that insight. And then we've got the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So this is one that is quite bold, I just feel like this very strong energy of the tough cycle, the end of the cycle is approaching. The difficulties are leaving, and I'm loving this because that's what this this experience is more than likely about. That's what it's shining the light on. There's so many other, I wish I had all the information here for you on how much is actually happening over this lunar eclipse, where it's, you know, conjuncting and all those things. I might do a short on it later today, but I think you'll be really interested why this is so intense. Not, you know, in addition, yes, to being Scorpio, an 18-month cycle closing from the first eclipse in Scorpio that happened about 18 months ago, and this cycle ending. That phase, and then it not occurring for the next, like I said, 2 decades. So but there's so much happening astrologically in the next like 48 hours. It's kind of like, whoa, a lot, and hence why you may be feeling a lot. It's an intense energy. So let's dive in deeper and see what is going on, my beautiful friends, and how we can support you. And I think too, like with the retrograde for Mercury is ending on the 14th of May. I think I initially mentioned the 21st of May, that something was coming up, and that is not the case. But there's something, I feel, this was from yesterday's reading, that something may be happening around the 21st of May for you guys. Or the 21st of May has some resemblance, maybe that you're waiting for an answer or a result or something like that. But I feel like the communication is going to, you know, make sense. But interestingly too, like I don't know if you're experiencing this with the Mercury retrograde, but sometimes it's like I can't even think, if that makes sense. Like certain things that I'm trying to think about, it's like I don't even have the space to do that. It's like I can't connect in sometimes to things that I want to connect into, or get creative the way I normally want to get creative in. So I don't know if you guys experience that as well, which is part of, you know, communication, mindset, and multitasking and all those things. So let's see what's going on and how we can support you right now. So 9 of Cups, King of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. So first coming in here, guys, when we're looking at this, there is some place that I feel you want to put love into that makes you happy. But on the other side of it, there's this part of really needing to think about a person, a situation, and whether this is like a viable connection or opportunity for you. You know, one that is going to continue to fulfill that. Because I feel at some point there was a place that you were in, a situation, dynamic, relationship, whatever that is for you, whether it's the work, you know, your workplace. Take that for how it resonates. This is a general read and a timeless one, so connect in to your experience and your journey here, Pisces. But what I see is in 2 ways. One, that you're trying to, I feel like there's just some harsh communication potentially going on that's making someone feel like, is this worth putting the energy in? But I just need to remind you here, this is not something that is going to last. This is not something that is going to be so present and in your face. I feel like though there's something that needs to be addressed here, but it seems like at some point or some situation that you were feeling happy, content. That's where you felt, you know, was that place of home and happy, whatever that home and happy feeling is, right? Like it could be a person, it could be a workplace, it could be, you know, your home itself. But I feel like something here has been pretty sharp, definitive, and even like, I'm just getting this logical thinking of trying to make sense of something right now, but it's just, you keep getting to this place of 5 of Pentacles, which is just feeling down and out, how to rebuild, not feeling, you know, certain about things, looking at opportunities and what's available, but you're also feeling like, can I make this happen? Can I make this work? What else do we need to know about the 9 of Cups, the 3 of Swords energy? So there seems to be, like I said, something here that was once happy is now at a place of like, I feel the word I'm getting is disdained. So something here that's just been marked as pain. Like I'm feeling words and communication is what I'm getting. It's like whatever words or communications coming, I'm just seeing a little bit of a stabbing aspect. So something that is hurting in terms of communication, in terms of what's meant to be safe, what's meant to be loving. There's something that's happening here that I feel is like disrupting that. Share more on who this King of Swords is and what this energy is, because I do feel that this is a person. Yeah, okay. So there has been a lot of happiness here in something, okay? With this King of Swords energy. Share more on who this King of Swords is. What is this King of Swords energy? Share more. Okay. So we're getting 7 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and the Magician. As you know, guys, if for those that are new here, we don't read reversals. I just connect into the energies. Sometimes you might look at a card and say that's not the traditional meaning, and that's okay. Spirit just really talks to me and I share what comes through. So I really do trust in that and feel blessed that I get the messages that I get, and I really try to be thorough and explain as much as I can to you guys. So what I'm feeling here, I feel like this person is presenting a lot of different this King of Swords is presenting a lot of different emotions towards you, and it's not, you want to get a place that's at peace, because I feel like there might be like someone here or some experience here is just very, I'm just getting like emotionally sometimes explosive, sometimes emotionally loving, then sometimes emotionally like untrusting. Like I just feel like there's a lot of emotions connected to this King of Swords energy. But I also feel that this person or this situation, whatever this is, ultimately does make you happy. You want to see this heal. You want to see, you know, something there of this nature just work and glow and shine. And you feel that this is your path. But then there's this other side, like I said, there's all these things happening. And I feel like you might be in question and like, I need to kind of step away a bit because of the being so unsettled. It's like you don't know where you should be putting your energy into this because you're getting so many different parts or reactions or responses. And I think you're just knowing like, I can't, this is too much is what I'm feeling. But I'm also seeing too that you do want to manifest something, you know, in terms of a happy place here, right? Yeah, it's like there's something that you want to manifest, something that you want to make work. I just want to say too, that's coming on through, that's important here. It's not just about thinking about fixing it. I feel just be mindful of the energy that you may be putting in trying to heal or work something. I feel like it's an important part to recognize that you have this space, you have this energy, Pisces, where you can choose to step away and give whatever you need to give to source to allow it to do the magic that it needs to do. So if you are feeling a little bit troubled, a little bit confused, want to kind of like run away, step away, move away into a place of like that freedom that you're seeking of just peace. I feel a big part here is this energy of just trusting, releasing, and allowing the spirit and source to do what they need to do. Share more on this 5 of Pentacles energy. Thank you. Yeah. So I've got everything is fine and Ace of Wands. So there's definitely a lot of heaviness here is what I am feeling from this connection. I think you've been taking it all on, feeling a lot of this mentally, emotionally, and I feel like you're drained. But at this point, it's like there's nothing else that can really penetrate anymore. But at the same time, it's kind of, where do I go from here? And I think that's part of this feeling that you're experiencing. But again, I just want to remind you as part of this that this will pass. This will pass. And I feel like this might just be an important time to feel what you need to feel, acknowledge what you need to acknowledge, but also Let sleeping dogs lie. This is not a time to get back in and try and, I don't know, disrupt anymore. I think what has needed to be said, whatever's needed to show up has or will show up. And then it's like you've got no more energy for it. But what it does allow is like to clear that space, whatever that is, whatever that situation, relationship dynamic that this is in reference to, particularly for you, because what we're seeing here is a place of like newness, a place of like, okay, there's possibility here. Maybe we need to change our approach towards things. And how do we not necessarily spice things up, but how do we take a different approach that invigorates this? And it seems to be like you've got to find that peace between you and this person or this situation that adds value to both parties. It's not just one person or the other person's like coming together that brings a spark for both of them, both of you, whatever that is, okay? So, I just want to give an example. If this is the workplace, a boss that you're dealing with, a friend at work or something of that, why is there that tension? Why is that conflict? What is it that they need that makes them feel potentially safe, supported, that they've got to have something that they are desiring. Usually conflict is missing the point of something, or missing like misunderstanding of some kind, or someone feels like they're not getting what they need. So what is that gap? And how do you close that, is what I mean. So again, it could be in a relationship of some kind with your other person. So let's have a look a bit further and see what else we've got. Two of Swords. Three of Wands. And Ten of Pentacles. See, guys, we're definitely seeing this connection in question. Where do I go? What do I do here? I want to make sure I'm safe, I'm protected. I need to tune in to how I'm really feeling. I'm trying to feel in my heart, but I need to be logical. I think you're trying to balance those two things, but you're also guarded at the same time, okay? It seems, again, it's like getting to this place of peace around you, okay? But what we're also seeing is, okay, what is it that we're working towards? Where are we going here? We're seeing a new romantic cycle begin with the end of a tough cycle approaching as well. So what I feel is happening here, somewhere along the line, it's like you're gonna get this spark of something. Sorry, I'm clicking here on my desk. Spark of something within you that's going to that's going to give you some form of motivation, some new view, some new aspect of where you're going. And where you're going and what you really want here and the plans that you want to make is here. Whatever this Ten of Pentacles energy, home, family, doing something that has purpose and deep meaning to you and putting the effort and energy there. But it seems like something just might need to clear out, the hard conversations that have been ignored, that haven't been addressed, how people are feeling, what they're going through. I feel like this is where it's going to go and allow this to now represent what it needs to represent. Whether, there has been some ugly things going on, whatever it is, something needs to be spoken, something needs to come to light here, but it's going to bring this balance. And I think when you make a choice of choosing whatever's ending here, clearing out, whether this is something to rekindle, or something that you're going in a new direction here and letting go of something, you're going to know what's for you, okay? And you might be saying, well, I actually don't, Jamie. That's why I'm here. I do understand that. But when things are heightened, and I've said this before, it's not a time to make decisions. When we're angry, when we're not feeling our true, honest self, that's not a time to make decisions. Sometimes we say the things that we don't mean. We do the things that we don't mean, or it's not true to who we are, but we're looking for something to fill that gap or fill that moment, or we just really want to be heard, and we're, trying to express how we're feeling, and it's coming across like we're fighting or debating or whatever. And it's just like, I'm just trying to be heard, so you know how I feel, so you know how I'm thinking. And I'm just seeing here that this is going to balance out. I don't know how, but I feel like a breath needs to be taken, and like I said, a new approach. But it's like something needs to just open up here. Two of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. what, yeah. I'm seeing here there's some contemplation, some questioning about where to put your effort, or recognizing where you have put your effort and if it's worth to keep putting more in to get to this 10, because you're not far off it. It's not like you're at the beginning, but if you're moving from feeling, kind of let down, kind of not heard, understood, not feeling safe, because the Five of Pentacles, when we look at Pentacles, that to me is a lot related to our root chakra, right? Around security, wealth, and things like that. The financial aspect here as well, like financial stability. I feel like that shifts. It's like, okay, something seems promising here. This is where something I can nurture. But I think you're looking at, well, which part? Because we're all made up differently. There's many different elements and aspects of who we are as a person. So I think you're trying to really understand that, one, for yourself, but for the plans that you have, for the desires that you have. Maybe you're looking at, okay, how do we have this fresh start? Do we need to relocate, move homes, change jobs? What's going to create that foundation and safety for us? Or do I need to look at just a new beginning on my own, doing my own thing? But what I'm seeing here is the connectedness to all things, not separating from that. So share more on this Three of Wands energy and what we need to know. Yeah, Spirit's asking you to hang in there. To hang in there in whatever way you need to hang in there, but also have the courage to do what you need to do. Share more on this Strength energy and what we need to understand here. It's like I'm just getting like something needs to be revisited. Share more on the Six of Cups. So we're getting like Ace of Cups here, guys. So for some of you, there's definitely like an honest new connection coming on in. One that feels balanced, or maybe helps you balance out. I don't know if this is, a long-term connection, or one that, is just a season to help you get through whatever you're trying to get through here, Pisces. But this seems to be someone maybe that you've been once connected to. Share more on this Six of Cups energy. You got three aces. So there's definitely new beginnings happening here. I'm liking these three aces for you, Pisces. This is looking good. Okay, so whatever's coming in, or who's showing up, or whatever communication is going to be presented here, I feel like there's a change in direction with some form of news. Just with this Three of Wands energy, I think something too that makes you feel... the Ace of Wands with this energy, I feel like inspired again, but I'm getting like feeling like attractive, feeling like this, a little bit of like, I don't know, how do I explain? I'm kind of like shaking my booty kind of thing. But I mean it in a sense of like, just feeling fun again. That's probably the right energy. Feeling a bit of fun. But then there's also that element of like overflowing in good energy, feeling good, feeling energized emotionally, and like getting a little bit excited again of the potential of something. But with it comes that offer of stability and opportunity here. So this could come in many different ways, shapes, sizes when it comes to opportunity for you, whether in love, whether career, whether business. But it seems like you've had a connection to this sometime before, okay? Or the news that you're waiting on to make that new change is like it's going to come through. And maybe that's part of your sign. It's like, well, if we get this opportunity, then I know that's where I'm meant to be and who I'm meant to be with and what I'm meant to do. If I get this news, well, I know that's a sign that I should be going this direction. So I feel like this is part of the underlying information that's going to give you that clarity that you're seeking about this new beginning, whether it's with someone, whether it's with someone new, whether it's in this other direction. Okay. And again, this someone could be work, could be love, could be, a friendship. Let's have a look at this Ten of Pentacles energy and what we need to know. Okay. Holy cow. 8, 9, 10 pentacles. So bling bling is what I'm seeing here, a lot around growth in the work that you're doing. I feel this is spiritually. I feel this is being grounded. This is also like the clarity in the work, the effort, the energy. Like you know where you're at. It's like something here just is making true sense, but it's adding value. Like I'm feeling like everything from like gifts, effort, energy that you're putting into things, there's lots of rewards and abundance that's coming with this. This is huge, whatever direction that you're going. This is really, really huge. For some of you, you might choose as part of this journey and experience is acknowledging like with whatever change for some of you that are just choosing to go on your own and focus on your career, we're seeing that is going to lead you to that 10 of Pentacles, right? That's where this end of this tough cycle is approaching, because you're taking that leap, you're taking that faith and putting it into something that makes sense to you with whatever happens with this new beginning. At the same time too, we're also seeing for you that for those of you that are choosing to stay connected in this family dynamic or this connection, whatever that may be for you, that is your 10 of Pentacles in your world, we're also seeing that you're choosing to become more independent and focus more on yourself, not in an unhealthy way, but in a way that allows you also that freedom to not get stuck and trapped in like trying to do and be everything to everyone, which may have depleted you in the past. So there's something here that's quite beautiful that you're learning, Pisces, one about yourself, but what really makes something work here is what I'm seeing. Let's get a few more and see what else Spirit has here. So I've got my this is an Archangel deck. So let's see, this is a pretty thick deck. I don't know which, I can't remember the name of this one, but it was one of my earliest decks that I had. All right, thank you. Okay, so we've got clarification. We've got the Ace of Fire, which is saying here an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. And we see this a lot with the Pentacles. There's something about you or someone that you're very close to, connected to, that also impacts you here, Pisces. That someone is going to get a pretty solid opportunity that's coming on in related to their career, which I think is going to create, some form of change in location potentially, but also abundance. That there's nothing like a fresh beginning, changing the workplace, changing where you live. It just adds a whole fresh energy to things. Okay, it doesn't ignore what's been happening, but what it allows is space to focus and let go of potentially just situations or things that sometimes just, I don't like saying the word trigger as much, but cause, some form of impact that needs to be addressed. Sometimes it can just be where you're at. It does that. And yeah, I just feel like for some of you, like a fresh start and a change is what's important. Then we've got Page of Fire, news of exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. So we're seeing this too, this is a lot of Wands energy, the fire energy. This also is relational to Aries, Leo, and Sag, if you're wondering. The 9, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, that's very earth energy, Taurian, Virgo, and Capricorn. What else do we need to know to support our Pisces? Again, 7 of Earth. We've got that here, Pentacles energy. Seeds were planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. And we see the pause here, guys, with, I think this is like considering where are you going next. I think there's just questioning of where to invest energy and time in. I don't feel this is a long pause. I think there's a little bit of disruption. You take a breath and we're going to start seeing things, move forward. But I feel you're quite well protected here as part of this with just looking what's there. And then we've got the 9 of Pentacles again. Enjoy life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So guys, we're seeing this here. The the abundance coming with whatever that you're doing. Except for some of you, you may be focusing a lot more on your career. You're getting this spark of energy, and maybe that's all that's needed to really help you move along. Maybe you haven't been so invested in your career, but that's what you want, but you haven't been, and maybe you've been focused on other things and feeling a bit of lack energy, or the emotional aspect, which we've seen here with the Seven of Cups, just like feeling a little confused, feeling a little lost of where you're meant to be, or because of some emotional other things that you're putting your energy into. It's just kind of made things like, I don't know where I'm meant to be. I'm feeling unsettled. Like, what am I meant to be doing? But I think this is going to clear out, and opportunities are really going to present themselves to put you in a really, really strong place. So I like this a lot. All right, Pisces, finally, we're going to get an angel guidance card to help you on this journey. Alrighty, what do you want to know? There was one that was flipped over, and that was probably one I was playing with today. The card was time to go. I didn't realize that was still left up. If it's meant to come out, it'll come out. So let us see. Oh, we got two cards. So let's check it out. We've got joy and the ocean. So joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. I mean, that talks a lot about putting love into a situation, which we can see that. Sometimes too, it's just looking at things, having a different perspective of things, looking at people in different ways, which is more like from a place of like understanding, in a sense, what are they going through? Why are they responding that way? Like, what else is going on underneath? Sometimes we're just looking at what's happening, but not what's underneath. And sometimes when we do that, you realize and see the beauty in things. Even though it's messy, you still get to see and acknowledge things in a different way, in a different light. Everyone has their own pain. Everyone has their own experiences. And sometimes people don't even know why they're behaving the way they're behaving. It's just something that's, coming out of them. And I think we all go through that sometimes, and we can say, hey, there's a lunar eclipse. I'm feeling a bit funny. I mean, sometimes my husband's like, oh, so there's been a lunar eclipse for how long? And we have a bit of a laugh about it, but just something to acknowledge when you're feeling lots of things, how you can turn back to the joy and to the innocence and to the love of things, even when times are tough. And then we've also got the ocean. I love the ocean. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb presents about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all your cares and concerns. I love that. The ocean for me is a place that I love to go, and I've lived near the ocean all my life. And now being in Colorado for the last... I've been in Colorado for 4 years or something. It's been so hard not being near there. And I mean, we've got reservoirs and rivers and stuff like that. And I try to go there when I can. But it was funny because I was thinking the other day too, doing a meditation like I'm near the ocean. So that's interesting that that's come up. Especially when I meditate on it. A lot of the time when I'm meditating is to clear the energy and what messages I need to receive for you guys before I do a session. So here it's come. I hope that has supported you, Pisces. So, I also find too, just water in general, if you want to do cleansing, I know sometimes we may bathe, have a bath with salts. I get salts that have sometimes rose oils and essential oils and stuff in there, whatever one that you can get. But I do find that actually scrubbing my body with those in the shower and doing a bit of a meditative energy of that water cleansing me as I'm doing it. Sometimes too, after, being in events or hosting events or just being around a lot of people, it just clears the energy so beautifully. So that might be another thing, because the ocean is also salty, right? So that can also help if there's any clearing, because I feel like this is something about cleansing is what I feel with this ocean energy. Well, sending you a whole bunch of love, Pisces. Appreciate you being here, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye, friends.